Hi hunters, Marneus here. It's finally here. Day 1 of the latest Monster Hunter Wilds update. The moment I logged in, I knew the hunts were about to change. We've got brand new 9-star monsters roaming the map, each one deadlier than anything we faced before. But that's not all. RNG Talismans have arrived, and after 10 intense hunts, I've uncovered some surprising patterns, and one talisman so good, it's forcing me to completely rethink my Gunlance build. So let's dive in. My first impressions, my best drop so far, and what all of this means for the future of our hunts. Now, let's talk about the big headline, the 9-star monsters. As confirmed in the director's letter yesterday, there are 9 confirmed 9 stars in total, 4 Apex monsters, all the title update monsters, Arkveld, and Gore Magala. In my first 10 hunts, I faced Raydao, Steve, Arkveld, Jindahad, and New Udra. I failed a Steve and Raydao multi-monster quest 3 times. When you first log in, you won't see these 9 stars wandering around. You'll need to rest for inclemency or fallow. That's when they usually show up. I still don't have a guaranteed way to force a specific spawn, but so far, those weather states seem to be the trigger. The fights are brutal. If you struggled with the 8-star versions, be prepared. Even I can't clear some of these without carding at least once. They hit hard, move fast, and chain their combos so tightly, there's little room to breathe. Survival comes first, damage second, especially if you're aiming for those RNG talismans. I would personally recommend going after the multi-monster hunts, as some of them can reward you with up to 20 RNG talismans. Yes, they're going to be brutal, but the reward should be worth it. At the end of the day, the RNG talisman is what matters most. Just don't cart more than 3 times.
Get out of there!
Now, let's move on to the RNG talismans. These work similarly to Artian or decoration rewards. Once you get them, their skills and decoration slots are revealed immediately. Over the course of 10 hunts, I managed to collect close to 100 talismans, with only 4 of them being Rarity 8. Most of them were nothing special, but quite a few were still usable, though that really comes down to personal preference. The 4 Rarity 8 talismans I pulled weren't anything groundbreaking, and a couple might not even be usable for my builds. But here's the interesting part. My best drop so far wasn't even Rarity 8. It was a Rarity 6 talisman with 2 levels of load shells, 2 ice resistance, and 2 speed eating. The ice resistance is nice but could be better, speed eating is a great comfort skill, and the real prize here is load shells. Plus, it comes with a level 2 and a level 1 decoration slot. For me, as a Gunlance main, this is huge. It means I can squeeze in more offensive skills while still leaving room for comfort options. I'm hoping for something even better after a few more days of hunts, but as a day 1 reward, I'm pretty happy. The odds seem to be in my favor, but at the end of the day, it's still just luck. If you're interested in seeing the rest of the talismans I pulled, I can upload the Excel file. Just let me know down in the comments. Keep in mind though, your pulls may be completely different from mine. One last thing before we move on. It seems that only Rarity 8 talismans can have a weapon decoration slot. From the 4 I got, it looks like it's only a level 1 weapon decoration slot. I'm not sure if we'll see more or if a level 2 weapon decoration slot will ever exist, but even at level 1, this adds a lot of build variety to the game. Now let's talk about the Gunlance build changes. And remember, talismans are pure RNG. How you build your Gunlance setup will depend entirely on what you pull, so don't expect your build to look exactly like mine. Before the update, and I'll use the G Lawful Boars as an example, we would typically slot in the 2 main offensive skills for Gunlance, artillery and load shells. These would usually take up the first 2 level 3 weapon decoration slots, leaving just a level 1 slot or forcing a combination with a level 3 load shells decoration. With the new talisman I pulled, I can completely remove the load shells decoration from my weapon slot, since the skill is already built into the talisman. That frees up both of those slots for whatever I want: offensive guard, focus, guard up, or even a level 3 attack boost. This is a big deal because it gives craftable Gunlances much more flexibility. The Artian Gunlance, while still powerful thanks to its superior decoration slots, can be awkward with this update. You often end up overstacking a skill that doesn't benefit you for the specific hunt. With this change, suddenly all craftable Gunlances get a second life. And depending on what skills you roll in your talismans, we might finally see Artian step back from the spotlight for the first time. Though realistically, it will probably just shift right back to G-Lawful Boars. And that's where we are right now, an exciting new beginning for everyone. With RNG Talismans in play, all builds are going to get shaken up, and I really encourage you to experiment with new skills and setups you might not have tried before. That said, it does raise a concern. Is Capcom giving hunters a bit too much power to trample the base game? Keep in mind, all of this is just in the base game. If we're already this strong now, what does that tell you about the eventual expansion? Regardless, I'm keeping my hopes high. It really feels like Wilds is getting a fresh breath of life with RNG Talismans. At least, that's what I'm hoping for. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you want to share your own builds or join in on some casual RNG farming hunts, hop into the Discord. We've got a spot ready for you. I'm Marneus. The hunt never stops. See you in the next one.